Oh shit. Here we go again.
I'm not saying free Kelly, free R. Kelly. What I'm saying is free Robert.
Stop it. Get some help.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Emotional, damn it.
Save
Yo, what's good? Back again with another episode of Make It Make Sense. I'm your host, the one and only Promiscuous Gerald, aka the real Monray Hudson. It is me. It is I, the one and only. And of course, I'm joined by a colorful crew of collective people. First and foremost, to the right, riding the skull of Mama Celestial itself, it is the Zell May.
What's that? It's your boy Live at May, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy, slick, rooting for Zelina Vega to win this match after she cried. It is, I'm just saying. Guardians of the Galaxy. As long as I ride Mama Celestial's skull, we good to her.
Yeah, he is a whole savage out here. Speaking of savages, we do have the one, the only, Mr. Anger Kinks himself. It is the Afro Comedy 765.
You already know your local neighborhood scumbag. Here comes the folks, their daily dose of dirtbags, same gimmick, different day, and goddamn Rhea Ripley sexy too. That's a good looking woman.
And as you know, of course, there are things going on right now. We do have WWE Backlash and, of course, an NBA playoff game. So, you know, we ain't going to hold you forever in a day. But, of course, if you are a fan of the Blerd Cartel, make sure y'all subscribe. And not only to the Blerd Cartel, but to Overall 99 Media. Hit the like, subscribe, give us all the good love. We appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Hit the buttons.
Sorts. And, you know, it's a real simple show today because it's been a simple week. It's been Marvel week, and it's been a Guardians Marvel week. Yes, Guardians 3, that movie has been released into theaters ever since Thursday night. We finna have a nice, full, in-depth, every spoiler, all of that. We finna talk about this movie and how it ranks compared to the other ones. But let's just get some first impressions out of the way. I'll go ahead with mine. I think this movie was great. I think this movie was a wonderful movie. Like, I really want to say it's Marvel's most fictional, emotional movie that they have done in the entirety of the Marvel franchise. Now, I know Black Panther 2 especially had some emotions, but that was based off of some real life unfortunate events. Of course, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. But as far as just fiction, the story itself, this has to be their most emotional movie that I think they've done. To the point to where they made you care about this little furry mofo right here.
Good old trash panda.
Marvel characters, period. I never thought that there would be a scene where I'm seeing him collect a whole bunch of small raccoons. And I feel it. I never thought we would be at this point. But apparently we are at this point. And Marvel actually pulled that off. All power to James Gunn. He did it. It was wild.
He making it work.
Props. Zell May, what you think of Mama Celestial's movie?
It was incredible. Best movie since No Way Home.
Since No Way Home?
Yes, best movie since No Way Home.
I ain't gonna lie, I haven't watched the ending yet. Backlash came on before I can finish, so
Maybe I.
But
it's most of the dance number, if depending how far you get. It was a long, drawn out dance number, which made me almost cry because they separated the end to like the people who was leaving, and they basically all waved bye-bye. And the people that was coming back that I've read and confirmed coming back, they all didn't do the bye-bye. They were like Drax was with the kids fine. He didn't dance all, then he started dancing, then he waved. And I don't think you noticed if you don't pay attention to it. He actually waved.
I saw Dave Bautista's long goodbye post on Twitter.
Zoe Saldana at the end, she got hugged and she kind of waved too. In a way, when Sylvester Stallone grabbed her by the head, Monte, and gave her that hug at the end, and she was in a wave information. And I'm like, oh, this makes me sadder now that I noticed it. I'm just saying, it made me sadder now. I'm like, okay, they cooking now. And then Mantis waved bye-bye to Drax. So
one of the sexiest aliens ever.
Yeah, so
they had they send off, quote unquote. They really did them at the end. Like I
don't know if Nebula did though, but I don't think she's coming back because she's with Drax and he ain't supposed to come back.
Like, I'm pretty sure you might see some cameos, maybe of Nebula or something, if necessary. And especially because, you know, this person here is sitting on that doggone Mama Celestial. So I'm pretty sure you might see something of Nebula, maybe. You know, she might not be coming back a full fight or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's a reason for somebody to reach this dude right here. So I give him props. Like I said, the movie was good. It was paced well. The action was good. The emotional moments was good. Like I cared about a mechanical screwed up rabbit, a ferret with mechanical arms, a walrus with my boy Teefs out here with freaking wheelchair wheels, and a raccoon. I'm in shock at how much they actually made you compare or care about these animals and their story and everything. It was wild. Like, you know, the pacing throughout the entire movie. As soon as you started to get like, okay, it's not as serious anymore, we can get to the action. Nope, Rocket Raccoon. Here another flashback. My boy looking at this turtle getting mutated and then incinerated. Dang. Oh, another flashback. Friends. Let's make names. Dang. Another flashback. Like just so much. Like every time you start to love a little bit, let's get this flashback going. Let's keep the mood emotional. Let's keep the mood not necessarily sad, but we're gonna keep your feelings invested in these characters. I mean, when Rocket's sitting here having a near-death experience moment, I'm like, bro, what? Like, we're really doing this.
It hit you in the feels, huh? You were like, damn, I'm having an existential crisis over a trash panda.
Like, this thing is sitting up here like, you know what? Yeah, can I ride along with y'all? Can we go into the sky together? Yes. Like, like really? We up here caring about riding to the sky? She's like, no, not yet. Like, oh, come on, bro. Like, we sitting here riding the sky and everything. Like, they had the investment right, and it just shocked me. It shocked me that they was able to pull off this kind of movie without a lot of death. Like, they did. Like,
by the way, High Evolutionary.
Though, I'm not gonna lie.
Tori, listen. High Evolutionary.
I've seen some high evolutionary drama.
Tori, High Evolutionary was so good. They sent in real life death threat to the real actors.
I was gonna say that's what I was seeing. I was like, well, you know, you played the part right. Yeah, when they start sending death threats, you're like,
Peter coming after this thing.
I do have to give my props. This man played the mess out of that role.
Yo, like, he was a good high evolutionary.
He played the mess out that role. All props to this man. They have been hitting it on these villains. Because I hated this person. Like, this man literally made me almost can't stand him in this movie. Like,
I heard people giving it, said that he was giving like Joffrey and Draco Malfoy levels of hate vibes with this acting. I was like, damn, that's a lot in one movie, bro.
Tori, and he ain't not like him. And they didn't do the thing. They never showed him dying.
Oh,
this
so
is
he
true.
Can still be out there.
They technically didn't, but I'm just like, look, at the end, my man's laid out with his face exposed. There's not a lot that really make me think he out there, but they never did technically show that he gone.
One thing I know about Marvel, they don't show him blowing up. they can be back.
If you don't get death confirmation, they're probably not dead.
Like, you know, and to be fair, I don't want to mispronounce his name, especially, but Mr. Iwuji, wonderful job actor. Like, I my hats off to you. I really appreciate that one factor. Even the emotion during the moment where he blew up the bridge. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, he even got me with that. Like, he can get betrayed by everybody. What? He sold it. He sold every bit of emotion in that. I'm just like, they got me. They got me invested in the movie. The emotions, everything flowed well.
That was the most horrible 619 ever.
Like, everything. He was an X-Men.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was. He's a common theme throughout Marvel. He was originally in Thor. He kind of went to Fantastic Four. He's known mostly for his Fantastic Four runs.
So he's just
he created Wanda Maximoff in the X-Men. He the one who made Wanda and Quicksilver. So he's in all three. Thor. He originally from Thor. He's mainly in Fantastic Four, and he created Wanda Maximoff and her brother
Pietro.
Yeah, he created both of them, so that's why he's in all of them.
I give them props. It's wonderfully done. Like, even the relationships between the characters, the jokes between each other. You know, everything flowed.
I'd like to have Zelita's legs around my head too.
This man just knows that. It's gonna be emotional damage. All right, it's emotional damage.
Yeah, with Magneto.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, like I said, Wanda Maximoff, he made them, so that's why he's in X-Men animated series.
This is true. Like, he is responsible for that. My man did a lot with it, and when it comes to the comic book,
he made a lot of them.
The High Evolutionary is like a pretty old school villain, though. It's good that they're actually getting into the properties real nice.
I mean, they got to when you expanding the universe, and you got to find somebody for these movies. And I mean, it flowed well with them, because it's not like the High Evolutionary, at least the version that they got, is crazy. So I mean, they did fine. Like, I had no problem with them. They getting these actors right, the jokes and everybody. Now, as far as where the Guardians go from here, And like so we already have a few of them that's basically saying they've written, I don't want to say written themselves off, but they've sent their goodbyes. Most likely you're not gonna see a Gamora coming out in the future, even though I wouldn't mind, getting that swan song of Gamora coming around, but supposedly
no, man, you can only die so many times. You just die and come back and die and come back.
Gamora gone, and they just lived off with that. Mantis then took 3 giant octopus monster things, and she's just traveling at this point. So who knows when and if we'll see her do anything. But basically, it's all about my boy Star-Lord, because Star-Lord, but losing money where?
Marvel is owned by Disney. They are never ever losing money.
Like, they haven't had a failed movie in.
I think most people go off the since streaming loses them a lot of money.
What's the lowest movie? What's the lowest Marvel movie grossed in the last 5 years?
Probably like 700,000.
No, way more than that. 700.
What did Thor do?
Way more than 700,000, nigga.
700,000? Well, you might want to read.
I was thinking like 700 million. No, I was thinking. Okay. I was about to say, bro, we're talking.
No, it didn't. It made 500 million.
Okay, but I'm saying in the last 5 years, bro, there ain't been a Marvel movie that's grossed less than a couple $100 million.
By the way, they spent probably 200 million on it.
Exactly.
If you add marketing, so they made a profit off of it. But Thor: Love and Thunder. By the way, Thor: Love and Thunder, it wasn't. Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. People have issues with that because of the short runtime.
Man, Christian Bale should have got so much more time, bro.
Yeah, the shortened runtime really hurt the first. I'm gonna say the first group of Phase 4 movies. The short, because if you didn't really realize, all the movies of Phase 4, at least the vast majority of them, except for Spider-Man: No Way Home, because
like 2 hours or less.
Yeah, most of them have had to be around 2 hours, and they couldn't really go much above that. So Thor had to be like that. Black Widow had to be like that.
But we still, if they had to do that, they should have just devoted a whole hour to Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher, because that was a perfect casting. Regardless of how bad the movie was or how bad you feel, that was an amazing casting.
I'm not against it. I'm not against that, Danny, because to be fair, other than Spider-Man, I'll say Spider-Man, Shang-Chi. Well, now, like, they haven't been as good because it's like hit or miss. Because to me, the Doctor Strange 2 was a good movie. It wasn't what people expected, but it was a good movie.
It was.
I
didn't expect
this is the official report. To make back their money, they would have to make $400 million. It made $565 million. It made a $165 million profit.
Which movie? Thor?
Or Love and Thunder.
If that movie made a profit, all their movies have made a profit.
Exactly. Like I said, there hasn't been.
Movies, I ain't gonna disagree that some of the movies been very
okay. And think Marvel isn't nothing but one finger on the whole mouse. You know what I mean? Disney's never losing money overall. I don't.
Well, you need to lie on the streaming part. Yeah, because
they lost. They don't have like that constant
flow of Marvel.
But no, did they really lose money though?
I mean, in that
Marvel,
instance,
Marvel lost money,
and they're making money somewhere else.
The mouse don't lose money. Marvel lose money.
I was about to say.
Then the mouse make the phone call. Hey, y'all better get y'all act together.
We can lose money in one area.
The mouse makes a phone call for a wire transfer.
Yeah, they may be losing money because of the lack of new Marvel shows that was.
I thought you were about to say the lack of nude Marvel shows. I was like, dang, Marvel finna get into the corn game, bro.
Like
Wonder Woman they had a new show out.
Like dang, every month, every couple months or whatever. After one show ended, it was only like a few weeks maybe, and then a new show will come out. Now,
when did She-Hulk come out, Monte?
She-Hulk came out last August,
and then the next show after She-Hulk comes when in June.
I mean, I've heard things. It's either gonna be Secret Invasion because that was supposed to be coming out at the beginning of this year, and they've been pushed. You know, they haven't said it, but it's been pushed because obviously it's not out. And so that might come out within the next month, and then Loki is supposed to come out sometime in the summer.
Yeah, June 20 from August. I see the date. It was on my birthday. August 1st, 2022 was the start of She-Hulk, and that was 9
episodes. That mug stretched all the way until like a week or two before Black Panther 2. It's stretched.
Yeah, and it wasn't good.
And I think it was stretched because I think they really split off some of them episodes. Like that show probably was like supposed to be 6 episodes, and it got stretched to 9.
And the next show is in June 21st. That's how long. That's the start.
Yeah.
August 1st to June 21st. Is
No,
since they had the
that's
show.
what I'm saying. We've had 2 movies, so I really just believe they pushed Secret Invasion back because the Marvels got pushed back so far. The Marvels is gone. So everybody watching everything, we don't have another Marvel movie for 6 months.
Yeah, but do we really need more of the Marvels? Captain Marvel's trash. Miss Marvel's trash.
Hey, Miss Marvel is
Marvel's
good.
not trash.
Dude,
No, the character Kamala Khan is trash.
Oh, you like the
in the comics, sure, but as far as this MCU, she's a good character. They did well with their show. I really enjoyed their show, how it flowed. But as far as the comics, Miss Marvel's not really.
She-Hulk was terrible. She-Hulk was horrible.
I was gonna say I'm not hating on the show, folks.
Yeah.
I'm hating on the character.
Oh, he does hate Kamala Khan.
Not super impressive. That's
She-Hulk was a horrible show.
It was bad.
They should never put this shit. Monte was so mad. I ain't never seen Monte. Like, they told us the whole show didn't matter.
It did. The show didn't matter up until the last scene where, of course, you saw Hulk come in there.
I was gonna say Hulk shows up with his son with the reverse mullet.
She-Hulk is screwing Matt Murdock. That's about it. Like, and nothing else mattered.
Reverse mullet Scar, Monte. Scar.
Yeah. We got what's the word? Gentrified Scar. Yeah, let's go ahead and go. Let's go with gentrified Scar.
The reverse mullet is crazy.
Let's go gentrified Scar.
Don't you ever show me a Scar that ain't got white eyes that go crazy and lose his mind.
And he got a full head of hair in the fucking source material, folks. He didn't have the crazy bald up front rat tail in the back.
What happened when Scar eyes go white to her? He just loses it. I love that.
Well, that's the cool thing about getting the old one powers. You got to be super Hulk buff and be an earthbender.
So now we got to hope that they can carry, these shows can carry for the next 6 months. Like I said, it's 6 months. Regardless of that,
if the character's written well, though.
DC that's finna start sparking out with movies. You got your Flash movie, and you got Blue Beetle, I believe.
Blue Beetle looks interesting. We know I'm a DC hater, but Jaime Reyes, we'll see. I like the CGI too.
I'm just happy that.
I don't know, just a regular guy. Do you realize the Rocket Raccoon stuff was most of the movie?
No, I'm just glad that Marvel got.
I'm talking to the guy in the chat. That's literally the entire movie. Is a Rocket Raccoon story. So I don't know.
It is. It's not trash. I don't get that. Like
you do realize when you say that the movie was like 2/3 Rocket Raccoon.
Completely about Rocket Raccoon and his past, but I don't really see how it was trash. I can't.
Wait,
I can't
if you say besides
the Rocket Raccoon stuff is the entire movie basically.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Going around trying to find stuff for him, but I can't really see how it was trash outside. I can't really see that. The part with Adam Warlock. He wasn't used much, and of course, he didn't have many lines and stuff over the course of the movie. He wasn't needed.
It was an introduction. It was basically an introduction.
So, they just introduced. Like maybe you want to say the part where they had to go and get Rocket's information, his file. Maybe if you want to say that, might have been like the worst part of the movie. But even that was entertaining to me. I didn't really find a problem with the fact they had to go sneaking in.
Yo, Mantis is funny. I don't care what y'all say.
Yes, it was a way for them to get some laughs off. Break apart, get some of the camaraderie between him and Gamora, and all that kind of stuff. It was
Mantis is a hilarious basis for a character to begin with.
Mantis is funny, like her and Drax.
Like I said, Batista was on Twitter. Stopping being Drax hurt his soul.
Yeah, number 3 came out Thursday, Shannon.
Oh yeah, Shannon came out Thursday. So we spoiling everything. Fair warning. But was Adam Warlock mid?
It was an introduction and he didn't really get used a lot.
Like to me, this is Adam Warlock how he is in the beginning of the comics when he was born. When he was born, like he's basically like not innocent.
Oh, do we get in depth with Adam Warlock?
No, because he's new. Like he's basically
basically the story of the movie was he just got out of the cocoon and he don't know nothing.
Oh, so we're getting fresh out.
Yeah, and then so when he go around the world, he's
still flexing his powers. He's not really
no promotion.
Yeah, when his mom,
we're reviewing it. I'm confused. Oh, you talking about in the movie? They didn't do any promotion.
No, I feel like they did an amazing job with the movie because there was a whole minute where every targeted ad I saw was
that I can get.
No, but I'm saying every targeted ad I saw.
Job of promotion.
No, I saw a flash. I saw a flash ad
Adam Warlock wasted Drax. Okay, let's be fair. When it comes to Drax, we've had 2 to 3 other movies all about Drax.
Yeah,
did they kill off Adam Warlock?
No.
Then how could you waste him? I mean, he just came out.
No, he's a new character. That's
well, I know that, but I'm saying
I'm talking about Daniel.
But that's one I don't think that to Adam Warlock, it's an introduction. Like, it's not a movie about Adam Warlock and him originally in the comic books. He is basically a fresh mind when he's born out the cocoon. He's not really
why the same man
have his own story or nothing right now. He's new, so he's not really just
Cody and Brock.
He have his own like arc or everything in this movie. The movie isn't about him, so they didn't need Adam Warlock to go and do, be an antagonistic force and blindside to have his own. Like, no, they gave Adam Warlock his sauce in the beginning of the movie, and I'm just like, cool. But not developing.
It's not
Adam Warlock isn't developed in this. He's not developed.
It was a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, not an Adam Warlock movie.
Like, if it was his movie, I'd be more mad. But it was about Rocket Raccoon. That's who most of the movie was supposed to be about.
It's not Adam Warlock's movie. Like, if Adam Warlock gets his own solo movie stuff, fine. But this is just.
And they had to put him in because he was teased.
Y'all think Bad Bunny beats Damian Priest here?
They're not supposed to do that in this. I don't agree with it.
I was just making
sure. And then Drax. What do we know? I'm like honest question. What do we need to know about Drax other than what we got?
His family got killed by Thanos, and he wanted to be a destroyer. And then at the end, he was like, "Oh, you're a father," so now he raised kids. That's his story.
I'm like, what more do we need? I'm literally like, what more do we need? Like, what more do we need about Drax?
I think people just want how much more if we did all we did for Rocket Raccoon, and then we go on an expedition of Drax, and then we do an expedition of Adam Warlock. This is a 4-hour movie.
We don't need all that. Adam Warlock isn't supposed to have his own.
And then y'all gonna be like, the movie's
2.5 hours.
I'm like,
we need 45 minutes of exploring Adam Warlock, and he's like, no, we don't need that right now. This is about the Guardians. Going Adam Warlock.
They made it sound like they were trying to tie up the Guardian story.
Yeah. By the way, now if they don't build up on Adam Warlock, it's gonna be a bad thing.
But I don't see them introducing Adam Warlock and then not doing anything with him.
To me, the movie would have been too bloated if you're introducing the High Evolutionary. You're going into depth about Rocket Raccoon and some parts about the other Guardians, for example. And then, like, if you're doing all of this, trying to sign out the Guardians, go into Peter's story by the end and everything, it's too much. Because then you're introducing a brand new character and giving him a character arc in the third part of a trilogy of another group's movie. Like, if it was just solo person, sure. A group movie, I can't. I think that's too bloated of a movie at that point. Now,
I agree.
Okay, with not giving the Hulk an MCU solo movie. To be fair, I don't have I have an issue, but the problem is the Hulk solo movie was wasted. It was wasted in the beginning.
Universal is the one that owned the Hulk till
this year. I was gonna say Universal owned.
Next month, Marvel gets Hulk. They cannot touch Hulk until June 2023.
Oh yeah, because you're saying like they don't have creative control over Hulk yet.
Yeah. Universal owns the IP.
They own any individual Hulk film, but Marvel can use Hulk anytime they want.
Yeah, they just can't have a Hulk titled movie.
Introducing him during Infinity War, so he could have been explored. My question for just the regular guy, honest question: if you've been introducing, let's just say they gave like a pro-credit scene or something like that in Infinity War, where after Phase 3 would you have had that character arc in whose movie? Like just honest question. Like, let's say that they put him in Infinity War. Okay, cool.
Where would you explore
put his character arc in?
Now, just regular. I'm gonna give you
in this. Thor.
He should have a special presentation.
No, I'm just Dark World, bruh.
Well, no, like no.
Slap Adam Warlock
does meet Thor.
He does. No, but I'm saying that could have made Dark World a lot better.
Let's give just a regular guy some. Now, I am worried about him being in the new Guardians of the Galaxy because I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna work. We will see.
True.
Because when it comes to Hulk, I ain't even gonna ask about Hulk because depending on how they do this World War Hulk thing or whatever they're gonna do with Hulk and his son, I'm already got red flags over all that. So
it doesn't feel good.
I got red flags about all the Hulk. She-Hulk is a flop.
You think they'll fix his hair?
She-Hulk is
a flop, so I'm already against it. They brought in his son's star, and his star don't look like he's supposed to. And the World War Hulk storyline, at least a portion of it, has already
Bad Bunny wearing all beige.
So I ain't got no good feelings about what they're gonna do with Hulk character. So somebody got to pull some magic on that. I ain't looking good.
Now I want y'all to understand, we are just praising this movie. Now what they do after, I will completely go in on.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they if they brick after this, we're gonna call it like it is.
Adam Warlock, I am worried about him being a member of this Guardians of the Galaxy team.
Yeah,
it's very odd.
If they took out a lot of the main core members to interact with, I see how that can.
So I can see your concern if you're concerned, but in this movie, I did not care about him having
a regular guy.
To
be fair, the only other movies I think, like Tor basically brought up, the only other movies I think you could have introduced to me and successfully is the Thor movies. I think,
or maybe Eternals,
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel Womack. Universal had a chance to make multiple movies with Disney and just do the movie like Spider-Man, but they said, I don't want to do it because we just being so Universal. Like,
they didn't want to split the money, let's be honest. But they also didn't want to put up the
Eternals.
money to make the movie either.
By the way, Shannon, I do want that. I do want that comic. I do want him doing that.
Like the only thing I think you could have did it with Eternals if Eternals was a show. If it was like a show that had 6 to 9 episodes instead of this 2.5 hour long movie, if it was that, cool, because if you could have did it over the course of the show, you could have put him in episode 9, been fine with it. That would have been set for me. But
by the way, I don't like the way the Hulk been done in this show, so I don't. That's one of my complaints about Marvel. MCU.
But you got to remember where they don't own the IP.
So they try to make them unimportant until they get them out. This is true.
I mean, but putting Adam Warlock in that form, he still doesn't get a character arc because they can't have the character arc in Endgame. They can't do the character arc then because they gotta use half the movie just to get the stones and stuff back. So they still can't give him his character arc then because the other half of the movie is the whole gigantic fight. So they can't give him his character arc then. So
that's the story I want them to actually do. Either Infinity Watch or like a Cosmic Cube style.
I think introducing him in Thor would have been either Thor 2, like your end credit scene that you're saying for this.
No, you guys know where we need to go. And I haven't said in a while.
But Thor 4 is hard.
The answer is null, dog. The answer is null. That's where we need to go.
It always goes back to null.
Let it go.
You gotta admit, isn't there a symbiote in the MCU, gentlemen?
Don't get me started on there again. He could have had a character arc. Endgame had enough.
That movie was long.
Endgame, I think. Hold on, before I get it wrong, let me make sure. Let me go look and see what the Endgame's runtime was. I think it was 3 hours, but let me.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 hours and 30 or 45 minutes. I thought it was something egregious on that.
I don't think it was that long. I think it was 3 hours. I think.
Hold on, could Marvel even use Adam? It's a good.
Yeah. So it was 3 hours 2 minutes. So it's basically 3 hours. And so you got to remember half of that. I don't want to say half. At least an hour of that. If not an hour and a half, but at least an hour was a straight fight. It was a straight fight at the end because they started off with just the Avengers fighting Thanos. You gotta remember it was just them. That's where Cap got the freaking Thor hammer.
Okay, I got it. The reason Guardians of the Galaxy 2 never introduced Adam Warlock was because Fox owned him. I just looked it up. So that's why they said in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 they said his name is Adam.
Well, you got to remember, we all know how much IP Marvel had to sell off in the.
So that's why you couldn't stay alive. That's why you couldn't get him around.
Like, okay, so
that's why they didn't say Warlock. They said his name is Adam.
Another portion was collecting all the Infinity Stones.
So that's why you couldn't do it.
I don't know if they could really put a sufficient character arc in there without it sort of like messing with the story.
Yeah, that's always the problem.
Right, because you adding a brand new character and a character arc in a movie.
So it adds a brand new storyline into the movie.
I was wondering why they couldn't use Adam Warlock. They used Vision instead. Vision basically was who Adam Warlock was supposed to be.
I was to say.
But they couldn't use Adam Warlock, so now I understand because I had to look it up because I'm like, why didn't they use Adam Warlock instead of Vision?
Well, I think they did the same thing with Civil War because they didn't own the mutants.
Yeah, so that's why they
barely got Spider-Man for that movie too. They had to work with Sony just for that.
Hold on, when did Marvel?
I guess I don't mind. I guess we in the point where we throw in your comments and let's discuss.
Hold on, when
did Miss Marvel? I like Miss Marvel. See, I know
I hate Miss Marvel.
Let's see when did Fox buy? When did Disney get it back from Fox?
I can't remember. Now I understand y'all some comic book.
I
don't want to curious with some comic book.
I think so.
They had an issue.
But if it's after Endgame, they couldn't do it.
I didn't have a problem.
I think they didn't get him back till after Endgame.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why they couldn't use Adam Warlock.
I don't really have, and they didn't change it super bad. No, they added something, but I didn't really have too much of an issue with her changing powers. And her
Because
character,
if they had him back before Endgame, then they definitely could have done a little something.
the Fox only could not have been used.
Even if it was just some foreshadowing.
He said they got Fox around the time of Guardians 2. Guardians 2, I think, is before Endgame. So I'm not.
Yeah, Guardians 2 is before
Endgame. But I'm saying, like, if you introduce a new character, cool. In Endgame, where it's basically the end of a 10-year run, and you trying to sew up, like, basically.
It's literally called Endgame.
Yeah, like, you're trying to sew up most
You're supposed to be closing gates, not opening them.
And his stuff, when you got to do callbacks and redo a whole bunch of other characters and trying to have, I'm gonna say 30 minutes, like 30 minutes to do his whole character arc. You're gonna have to have some talking with him and some other people, some flashbacks, all that. Are we really taking 30 minutes of the final movie of phase 3 and
just to get one guy set up?
I really think that throws it off a bit.
It's not good for the time management.
Yeah, I think that throws off the whole thing they're going, because they're like, we're trying to end all of this. Why we introduce a brand new character that ain't gonna die?
It doesn't make sense opening new doors when you're closing the final gate of a phase. You know what I mean?
I think that throws off.
At least not in the same movie.
I'd have better thing if they introduced him with Thor.
Like, or if they even gave him like some end credit scenes.
No. Captain Marvel, she had her own movie before Endgame.
Was Captain Marvel? Yeah, because it
that's the movie before they had to go.
Like the movie came out in February of that year.
Yeah, it came out in March. It took place in the 90s.
It was a prequel.
They had her whole movie, so I can't say that because they gave her entire movie before Endgame.
I just don't.
Not to mention Endgame, he didn't show up till the last fight. So I can't go with that. But I really like if they introduced Adam Warlock and Thor: The Dark World, I'd have been fine with it because the movie already sucked. But
yeah.
I think if they'd introduced him at the end of Thor: Dark World, then him flying in, like, somewhere in the other movie, I don't think it would have been as bad. Like, it
would have been a smoother transition than just sticking him in.
I ain't knocking it. He could have had his own movie. He just would have had the arc would have had to come before the movie because you have to.
And I don't know if it would have done the numbers. It was what they were trying to get off in this point in time. You got to think they went fairly.
That's all I'm saying. You'd have to have some kind of purpose, but. Now, Phase 4 overall was trash. Okay, so from a movie perspective, it's not as good.
But TV show wise, they did a lot of good stuff. Loki,
we will watch that game too.
Moon Knight.
Now,
I appreciate you, just a regular guy. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, Phase 4, the movies are not as good as the first 3 phases. We have no problem.
Hey, they're beginning of Phase 2.
I have no problem conceding that. But to be fair, Phase 4 is the one where they had to. It's basically like Phase 1. We had to bring up a whole bunch of new heroes, new characters, introduce them. So you're not gonna have that familiarity, and so it's a hit or miss basically for a lot of them. Now the shows are fire, right?
Except She-Hulk.
Except for She-Hulk.
Yeah, we ain't worried about that. But like the shows are fire because WandaVision was fire, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was fire, Loki was fire. Like they started off with fire, and then after they sort of like mellowed out. Because Moon Knight is solid.
Moon Knight made so many mistakes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all if y'all say Moon Knight is trash, it's not. But the things they could have done,
they could have went a lot harder. But I don't feel like Moon Knight was too bad.
Like I said, like the shows, to me, the shows were good. Now the movies, I give you that the movies were hit or miss. It's either they was good or they
like Shang-Chi.
Because Shang-Chi was good. Black Widow,
I like the fight scenes in Shang-Chi.
Black Widow wasn't that good.
Ooh, that bus scene was fire.
It was.
Let me think of what else. Because you got Spider-Man. Spider-Man was fire. Black Panther 2, solid.
No Way Home. Yeah, No Way Home.
Yeah, No Way Home.
Yo, if you fell asleep in Eternals, I don't blame you.
Yeah, it was. And man, they could have been used so much better. Monte's right. They should have done an Eternals TV show.
Y'all know what's crazy? I watched Eternals and Doom back to back. That was a rough day, but I was asleep.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
By the way,
did Bad Bunny just hit a Falcon arrow on Damian Priest? What kind of match are we watching right now, folks?
Mess. I've been tuning in. It's a mess.
What kind of?
Yo, Doom.
I'm sorry.
All I know is when I watched Doom, I could not find one problem with Doom,
was good,
except for I just was like, why is this movie not over? Like I was like, okay, was the acting good? Yes. Was the plot good? Yes. Was the music good? Yes. It was.
Can it be over now?
It just dragged. It's like everything was in slow motion. I promise you, they did one thing in that whole Doom movie. Like they literally, they came in, got his daddy, and then killed him, and then that's the whole movie. I'm like, it took you
What's up,
3
Angelica?
hours.
Oh,
do this
dang.
one
Like, yeah, they
scene.
screwed up Taskmaster. And to be fair,
Angelica in here.
Taskmaster,
Technically, that's phase
Taskmaster
3.
is coming back. In what form, I don't know what they're gonna do with the Thunderbolts, but Taskmaster is gonna be on there. I hope it's not that little girl thing again, because that was just weird.
And they'll be
Sam,
able to use Red
Sam.
Hulk if they're doing the Thunderbolts.
Now let's see. Spider-Man and Doctor Strange was now I will say I think you can watch Spider-Man again. I think you can watch that more than once. Doctor Strange, I will give you that. That's only a one-time watch. Because after that, the shock value of the scariest things is not gonna get you the same way. So I give you that. I think Spider-Man you can watch more than once just because there's so much fan service in there, seeing the
Oh yeah, they just chalked it full. They were like,
now the end ain't gonna hit you the same. I get you with that, but I do love the Green Goblin's acting. It was superb. And
it was really good.
I think that will get you again.
Willem Dafoe is
you can watch
just...
Spider-Man again just because of the fan service. I think you can watch that. Strange, no, you ain't gonna be able to watch that again just because.
No, Multiverse of Madness was a one and done.
They tried,
but
they almost
a good
me to
one.
watch the extended version. I said, nah.
No, I said yeah. Like Taskmaster, yeah, they gon'.
You gotta watch the extended version.
The Thunderbolts.
I'm
really
not
know
watching the
the
extended version.
I don't know honestly. Like Thunderbolts,
I barely made it through the first one. It was good though.
It was all right.
The first what?
The first time
the first time I watched Multiverse of Madness.
I watched the extended version.
Oh boy.
It's solid. It's just not watchable. That's the problem with most of Phase 4. Most of it wasn't rewatchable. Outside of Loki and Shang-Chi.
Well, I mean, like the show.
You rewatching Shang-Chi?
You can watch again because you might need to watch.
I watched the action scene. I watched that bus scene again.
No, but I'm saying, have you? I'm asking you, have you rewatched it? No.
I watch the fight scenes again though.
I'm asking you, have you rewatched it? Okay.
No, of course he has.
I don't think so.
Right, I don't really rewatch most shows.
Let's go through Phase 4.
I don't
actually see which ones right. So Black Widow, I don't think you'll watch that again.
I didn't want to. I shouldn't watch that the first time.
I didn't like watching it the first time.
You watch Shang-Chi again?
Yes, I will.
Okay, Shang-Chi rewatchable. Eternals, no. I'm not watching that.
No.
Spider-Man No Way Home. I feel like that's rewatchable.
It is. Just because of the
fan
moment.
I said not necessarily the plot or everything. You can watch it because of fan service. Like Jamie
purely
Foxx,
off
jokes,
the moment.
The first 2 Spider-Mans popping up about a third of the movie. No, about halfway through the movie. You can watch that.
No Way Home was a love letter to millennials.
Yeah. Multiverse of Madness, is that rewatchable?
I know it's not.
Like,
it's not.
Wonderful in there. Now,
it was, but I don't.
Why did you try to do that shit?
It's just so much.
Why did you try to watch that movie again?
So much CGI, bro. Like and think about the way they disrespected the Illuminati.
That was crazy. Shout out to them, boy.
Oh yeah,
Bad Bunny is reckless. I hope he got crazy insurance, bro.
Like the shock value of some of that stuff.
No, they got a concert.
I don't think Multiverse of Madness is gonna hit you the same. I don't think
it's not.
Love and Thunder. I don't know why shouldn't be watching them again.
Listen, Love and Thunder you can't watch again, but you should just to see freaking.
Only way I'll watch it again, they promised me an extended version.
Gore the God Butcher, Christian Bale slapped.
If they will give me extended version with just Gore the whole time,
it would have to
I might watch it again.
Extended. Like that movie would have to be like 2 hours.
If they'd have just shown us some of the stuff Gore, if they'd have got in depth with some of the more of the stuff Gore did in the comic books, they could have gave us.
That movie need to be like 2. I say 230. 230, 240, because they could cut out a few of the jokes that did.
Cut all them jokes out.
I ain't say all of them because I did enjoy.
Majority.
I might
some of them were funny, bro.
I enjoyed his ex acting like a jealous girlfriend.
Yeah, I was gonna say the ex being his old lady is hilarious.
Like, I enjoyed that, but some of the other jokes they were just trying to force in. Okay, look, it's not real necessary. But
if they'd have just cut some jokes, gave us some more Gore, that movie would be rewatchable.
So I say, about 230, something like that. So that's that. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I think I'm on 7.
They got Bad Bunny looking crazy.
Is Black Panther 2 rewatchable?
I thought about watching it again, so I'm gonna say yeah, because I actually have thought about watching it again.
Shouldn't be the one talking about.
And I mean,
most of the joke.
The Atlanteans are hilarious, bro.
They said
the black people versus the underwater Mexicans will never not be rewatchable.
Just like boxing, we all over again in boxing.
I was about to say we all love when the blacks.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
is that a violation for him or a violation for me?
That was for you, Afro Comedy. You know well what that was for.
Hey, listen, all I know is I ain't like how we got to get our get back sooner or later.
Y'all
can't let us. We can't let us get smoked like this a couple times.
And then we got Ant-Man.
Hey, at least Javante got the win against Garcia.
What'd you say?
Is Ant-Man 3 rewatchable?
I'm not gonna watch it again. I didn't care for it that much.
Like we have Kang was very good. Kang sold the movie. Like
he was. But once again, it wasn't as bad as the Gore Thor situation.
Wakanda Forever was good. I just don't want to get sad thing about Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just not trying to be reminded of Chadwick Boseman dying over and over again.
That's what I'm saying. That's all. It was a good movie. It was a good movie
that you will have to.
It was emotionally taxing at points.
Now let's see. Now when it comes to the shows, you have WandaVision.
It was good, but
I think WandaVision is rewatchable.
You have WandaVision. You have Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
No.
That's not rewatchable?
I liked it, but no, I'm not.
I hated it, bro. I did not care for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I'm shocked. That's not rewatchable?
Not to me, that no.
I'm not gonna.
It's solid to me.
It was. I don't like.
What's up, man, Joker? Falcon and the Winter Soldier is not rewatchable. I give WandaVision. WandaVision is good. WandaVision is, I think, watch it.
Falcon and Winter
Soldier.
I feel like I keep feeling like it's incomplete parts that I'm missing, and I get upset.
Like
I'm like, okay, I know it's a virus going around because y'all said a virus going around, but y'all never exploded the virus. Now I feel like y'all missing. And then when the red hair, the black mixed girl with the red hair dies, I don't feel the same way I'm supposed to feel because she was supposed to go through some emotional journey, but instead in the show she just went randomly crazy. I'm like, why did she go crazy? But then you find out it was like 2 episodes deleted because it was supposed to be 8 episodes and it turned to 6.
Yeah,
because of COVID, and they didn't want the virus episode to come through.
It wasn't boring. Now, another thing about it does have boring parts.
It was not as action packed as it could have been.
Episode 5 to me of Winter Soldier. When
you got to go to one specific episode, you know the show was bad overall.
Because it was fine. Because episode 4,
that beginning fight was dope.
Iron Patriot went executed old.
So the beginning and the end was amazing. It's just everything in between that was boring.
That's what we're saying. That's fine. But episode 5, he was throwing the shield in the wall and all that. They went back home.
It's so much. My problem with it is so much missing that the story was supposed to be a lot better, and it's not, and I get frustrated. That's why I don't want to watch it again.
WandaVision had you mad.
I agree.
It felt disjointed and then suddenly rushed. I don't agree with that. WandaVision already was 9 episodes.
She talking about Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay.
I'm like talking about WandaVision. Okay.
I was gonna say I thought WandaVision was pretty well laid out. Yeah, the pacing wasn't crazy bad or anything.
Like Winter Soldier.
I think she could correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, Angelica gonna let us.
I was gonna say
it could have been better, but at the end it was like. Sam went purely political at the end, I was like, okay,
when they told me about the virus story, and I'm like, okay, that would have made the story. Because I still want to know why the mixed girl got upset. Like she just lost it, dog. I
was gonna say she did just sort of go.
You talking about WandaVision? Well, no. I'm sorry, you are wrong.
She talking about WandaVision. Okay, so WandaVision disjointed and rushed. I can't say
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's the one show I thought that and Loki were the 2 shows I thought wasn't.
I was gonna say I thought they laid it out pretty well.
9 episodes, they went through everything.
And at a decent clip, but not so much that you didn't.
Okay, so the ending was just.
She said the ending.
Okay, so the ending. Let's see. The ending of WandaVision, basically, where she had her whole ruined battle with Agatha Harkness.
Yeah, but wasn't that supposed to? That was supposed to be the tie-in to Multiverse of Madness, though.
And it was
it was.
Like I said, I think the ending of the show it left off on that because it needed to go straight in the multiverse. Where you're like, okay,
I think what she's talking about when they all just like randomly forgave Wanda. But
I'm like, they didn't forgive her.
I was going to say, I don't.
Well, they can't
stop.
I'm just talking about it. Well, yeah, y'all right. Carlito's back. What the heck?
They're in Puerto Rico. Of course he is.
Logan Paul got to come out now.
They couldn't forgive her because, like, what did you
do? He got to spit the apple at somebody.
Like, they couldn't do anything. So I think it had to end that way because they could not stop her. So it is what it is. But to me, I'm like, it is what it is. Like and that one now. Okay, so I'm on Falcon and Winter Soldier. We had a whole thing about that. Loki is rewatchable.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
Loki's
say, if y'all say
rewatchable.
no, I'm gonna beat y'all. Because
Loki's
Loki,
100%
needs to rewatch.
rewatchable.
Yeah, Loki is definitely.
I might watch
rewatchable.
Loki before the second
You
season.
might
I
need
was
to
gonna
rewatch
say
it, but
before.
let's
I was
go
gonna say I
first.
might go through it again before the second.
Loki was the
season
best
starts.
show.
Yeah, it was.
To me, yeah. Is What If rewatchable?
I sort of feel like because I like the way
I
they
liked
did
a
What
lot. I
If.
did like a lot. I liked a
was
lot
gonna
of What If.
Episodes, which
I liked a
technically
lot
that's
of
the
What
only
If.
thing that also helps in the multiverse of madness. Okay, a little bit of it. So What If? I
Subtle
guess I'm
tie-in.
surprising because I wouldn't. But I mean, those are more like one-off episodes. So if you feel like
Exactly.
you can watch that. Is Hawkeye rewatchable?
No,
No,
I'm not watching Hawkeye no more.
don't nobody care about Clint Barton. I'm sorry.
Look,
folks.
I don't care about
Savio
Clint.
Baker?
I was fine with Clint.
He was here. Savio was here earlier though. Remember he got
I saw
I
it.
couldn't stand Kate Bishop, man. I was like,
the Puerto Rico stick.
she wasn't
Good
it for me. I just
old-
could not stand Kate
Hey,
Bishop.
old girl from what's her name? Yolanda?
But
Yelena,
I
yeah,
still
that's my
think-
baby. You let her make it.
She saved that whole show for me.
You let her make it. I love Yelena.
She
You let
made
her
that
make
whole show better.
She
I'm
did.
okay.
Is Moon Knight rewatchable?
I'm gonna get mad if I watch Moon Knight again.
They could have done so much more.
It
What-
wasn't
Yeah,
even
what
that
movie?
it was bad.
Well, no,
It's just
I mean
I
with like the
knew
fight scenes and the action scenes. I mean, they could have showed us a lot.
what
more
made me
than
upset
the
about
final.
Moon Knight is I know the potential it had, and then at times
Well,
they
yeah,
hit it,
so like
dog.
the
They
third-
hit it at times.
The
They
third
hit it. It was
personality
like
didn't come in until the end. The whole moon battle when they went
my-
giant was.
my
I was gonna say the
Look.
fighting in the desert, little pyramid.
when they was doing that like blanking out stuff, I'm like, this is so cool. And
You
then it
never
just
watched
stopped.
to begin with? Ah,
It just stopped,
Dang.
dog.
Cold game.
no, we ain't gonna take your eyes on Falcon. Like I said, I just couldn't mess with the Kate Bishop like that. Moon Knight, okay, so fine, and that's not. Is Miss Marvel rewatchable? Number 7.
No, I'm not watching it again. But once again, it wasn't a bad show. I just don't care.
I
for
love
Kamala
the
Khan as a
character.
I hate it.
I can. Hey, if you let me skip certain episode that I didn't have to watch,
Uh-huh.
I can watch. I can
There
really
we
watch it with
go.
me. If I can skip
I
episode,
love Moon.
Al-
I mean, not Moon. I
always a
love Miss Marvel.
caveat.
I'll be real with you. I love Miss
if
But
you
Marvel.
would you watch it
Episode,
again?
No,
what was
it's
it?
not a
Okay.
rewatchable thing. Like Miss
That's what I
Marvel,
was thinking.
oh, you need to watch Miss Marvel. Now, Miss Marvel, I actually enjoy it. I just don't think it's a rewatchable product because
Alright.
her personality and like her quirkiness and everything, you only gonna get one run out of that for me. Like I enjoy her, I enjoy her character and everything. I'm only getting that. I'm only going through that one.
She's so good as a character. She
Yes,
fit.
she is.
She is
But, like, the
literally Miss
quirkiness and
Marvel.
everything of that, the involvement, the emotional part with old boy and his mom and all that. I think that's only good for one run. I really just think that's only good.
I
for one.
agree.
I think one run.
And,
is good enough
and
for
by
me.
the way, I did like Miss Marvel. It just I'm like
And
your
then-
only one person can carry a show for so much before
And
I
then I
not care
think
about
nobody's
everybody.
gonna sit here and tell me that She-Hulk is rewatchable. I don't think nobody's gonna sit here.
No.
Nobody. I didn't want. I was mad. I watched it the first time.
I don't
That's
think
all
nobody's
I
gonna
can say
argue.
about
I
that.
was fine. Episode 8, I was like, okay, we're finally getting into some sauce. Boy, that episode 9. Oh my God.
Yeah, she was good.
Robot
and she
Kevin,
did her
and next
job
thing you know-
well. It's just the story was kind of like
Robot Kevin, and the next thing you know, we're done. That's how we're looking at Robot Kevin, and you know what? None of this show matters. Just go ahead and just give
If he
Matt
went off a
Murdock,
pick four,
bring
I'm
in
gonna be
Scar, bring in gentrified Scar, you know, with Hulk from Offworld, and that's probably about it. Okay, cool. That's how we're looking at it. So like, you know what? And I try not to skip none of the shows because you know with Marvel you need all the information as much as you can get with some stuff. So I don't try to skip none of the shows really, even if they're bad. Now, had I known that She-Hulk was that bad, I just would have watched episode 9 and been done with it because that's all you need to see.
Yo, I have
Had I
never
known.
seen the show that go into the director room and say this show is
Hey,
bad.
I
Take
ain't gonna
everything
lie.
away, and I'm like, what did we watch 8 episodes for?
There was no
You
reason
heard
to.
about Scott.
Can it be you? It might have even been better for you the fact that you didn't even watch it. Because if you watch
Scar's
episode
reverse
9, they tell you
mullet
what the
will
other
live in
Bro, I said
infamy
episode
forever.
9. It just episode 9 basically tells you the other 8
The
episodes didn't
reverse
matter.
mullet,
And
bro.
it made none of the other episodes matter at all. And it's
And
just
it's,
like, you know
and
what?
it's comic book accurate. You know why it's comic book accurate? Because
Because
they
she screwed
literally
the
did in the
story
comic
even
book because they admitted that we made a
Why
trash
you
comic
watch
book
She-Hulk?
for.
Like we watched it because
Yeah.
it was the only thing to watch.
They were like,
Bro, you
okay, we
realize-
understand. We
Not-
admit
Well,
it.
they were reviewing it. I wasn't gonna put myself through that. That's why they watched it honestly.
Angelica,
Don't
you
let
have
them
to realize
lie.
She-Hulk was the only thing that was on from August to November when we were waiting on Black Panther 2 to come out. It was the only Marvel show that was on. That was 9 episodes. It was
And
all
we
that
review
came out.
TV shows, so we gotta watch trash.
So we had nothing
Yeah.
else to see from Marvel. So like,
Very
what
true.
choice
Tori
did
can
we have?
skip
It was
trash
either that or
because
nothing.
it's personally my responsibility to watch
I was
all
gonna
of
say
it.
I skip out on the trash
Like
shows.
we had nothing else left, so I like
If
that.
it's interesting,
Anime, you
I'll
know, I
be there.
rewatch anime all day, every day. I
Like-
rewatch it all day.
For y'all that don't know, the overall 99
Yeah,
media
there's way
channel,
too many animes that I'll rewatch.
The
Now,
overall 99
finally, I
media
do got
channel
like
is
one
just,
more thing to
My
throw out.
favorite
I ain't
anime
gonna
to
go through a whole
rewatch is
bunch of-
Kenichi, though.
I ain't gonna go through the whole bunch of one gotta goes and nothing like that. We ain't gonna hold it. We had a good discussion of Marvel. I appreciate all y'all for watching. Make sure y'all leave the likes, the comments, and everything. But we gonna have like one more thing to say.
Daniel dope, man. Daniel funny.
Who
Oh
had
my god.
the better acting performance
Oh,
between these two?
Is
If
it just
you
the
have
one
seen-
movie?
We just going off the one movie.
Okay.
Who had the better acting performance? You have Kang the Conqueror, and you have the High Evolutionary.
High Evolutionary, if we're going to have one performance.
I was gonna say I haven't seen the High Evolutionary yet because I haven't finished the movie.
I thought you said
But-
you
How
already
far
made it to
did
the
you
end.
not get, Tori? You like, I
I
didn't
thought
get to
you
the
made it to
end.
the end.
You like, I haven't seen
He
him
said
at all.
he did.
No, I said I hadn't stopped. No, I started it, and then Backlash started.
Tori, you said why didn't get
He said he stopped near the end. I'm like, bro, you seen the end.
Tori on the show not knowing nothing about the movie.
I told y'all. I
Bro,
literally
you
said
you
I
stopped before the end. I'm like,
no. I said I started it, and then Backlash came.
Tori, you said I got to the end and then finished.
Oh no, my
Tori,
bad.
you barely started.
Yeah, I was just I barely saw. No, but I'm saying purely off a reaction alone because we talked super good about Kang, but the way that people have hated this High Evolutionary is
Peter
different.
calling him, bro. Peter's like, hey, bro, we on your neck.
I was
Like, I
gonna
think
say,
based off of the one movie, I'm gonna give it to the High Evolutionary because his emotions he played in that movie, he sold. Like he sold. I'm like, this man wanted that raccoon, bro. This man wanted that raccoon. He wanted that raccoon, bro.
Hey,
He
but
really
I'm gonna
did.
get both. Hey, listen, Black Man, we up. We are the best villains Marvel has ever
He
put out.
wanted
That
that,
is- that is-
raccoon.
wait, is that a
He-
good thing? Black people are the best villains in the biz right now.
Hey,
Now, everybody's hopes. Like I said, we're done with Marvel.
This should've
up
been a
until
minute.
whenever they come out with
Minute
another
or
show, and the movie's not to the end. As far as these other movies, I got a Transformers Beast Wars that I'm afraid of. I got the Little Mermaid, and we got a Flash movie. So we got some movies coming out, but man, I'm
we're
afraid
reviewing
of
them all here at Overall 99 Media because that's
Beast
what we
Wars
do.
is
We
gonna be
review
fun
shows.
though.
Man, nah, they put unicorns in that movie, bro.
What animal do you think he's gonna turn into?
I don't think
Unicorn
they
is not
said
an animal. He's a planet. He's
I
a
know, but he's
creature.
got to turn
Not
into an
animal.
animal, bro. You don't want to see like a giant
Unicorn is
whale.
too big.
No, a whale in space,
We
Montana.
don't do that.
I know, but
Angelica,
I mean,
I got a question. Are you saying Kang he gotta go or Kang he the one you picking?
He said, "I'm gonna take Kane because homie got legal beef."
I'm talking about Angelica.
Angelica, I think she chooses. Well, she getting rid of Kane. She might be getting rid of Kane. Me, I'm gonna keep the High Evolutionary. He played the inside his role.
like I
Kane,
said, purely off of the reaction of the internet. I feel like
it's because I get sold off of emotions. If your emotions sell into your role, it's that good. And to me, he sold that role. Like, he really sold that role. It surprised me how much he sold that role. He sold that role. He's like, look, I want this raccoon. I want this thing raccoon, bro. I'm telling you now, I want this raccoon.
Yo,
Really
he was doing so well, his people turned on him, dog.
Really do. So,
They were like, hey, bro, I got you, bro.
and then that scream at the end, ah! I'm like, you know what? You got me. You got me. Not, oh my
he's
goodness.
just sold.
Not the baby panda bear. Oh my goodness.
I've had that comparison many times.
They've called you a baby panda?
He is
No,
black and white.
I was going to say, I'm mixed.
Yo, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
We
Don't do
apologize
it.
for the Zelmay's transgressions. And
I'm glad he got it.
Hey, listen, right now, I'm riding Mama Celestial skull right now.
I can't believe y'all. But,
I am riding the skull of Mama Celestial. That is a wild thing.
but we've
I'm
had
just saying, he
good.
black and white like a
happy.
panda.
Oh no, it's fine. Calling him a baby panda is far from the worst things he's probably
I've been called far worse than that.
Exactly. So appreciate y'all for joining. I think that's about all we got. Zelmay, where can
Bad
they find
Bunny
you
beat.
other than on top of Mama Cathedral?
You can find me riding the skull of the Mama Celestial as well as on Overall 99 Media, where we review a lot of shows. I gotta do Love and Death tonight, which I'm tired, but we're gonna I don't know. Joe might be. It's Cinco de Mayo weekend. He might. So I might be doing it myself.
Flip a coin.
I do not know, but Love and Death review will come out probably Monday morning.
Oh yeah, Guardian 3 is a great
It's the
movie.
best movie since No Way Home.
Yeah, best one. Other than No Way Home, this is the second best movie of this entire.
Shang-Chi will be next after that because Shang-Chi was amazing.
It's
you really like Shang-Chi, bro.
Shang-Chi was really good.
I like Shang-Chi. I'm just saying, to me,
I like some of the fight
Spider-Man
scenes.
for like stage 4 and 5. Best one since Spider-Man.
Yeah, but this one better than that one. So,
this one's good. This is good.
Like I said, we reviewing Love and Death. You see if it's an overall 99 entertainment where me and Tori have casual conversations about random anything. Chris Chan is free. We talk about him.
Free.
You see me on I'll Be That where I break down the news. But I think we're doing a weekend report tomorrow. Well, at least I am. I don't know if me and Ruby probably do it. I don't know if Ruby's gonna do it, but if she's feeling well, she'll do it tomorrow with me. We're talking about Miss Williams and her statement, and my guy, rest in peace, got choked out in the New York subway. So them the two things we talking about on I'll Be That News. So go subscribe to that channel. I got GGC Mafia be toward the middle end of this month. We got some content. I gotta get these boys together. We're gonna do some fun, interesting verses, and we're gonna see Tori Riz up at AI. That's gonna be fun. And we're gonna see how black Tori is.
Not that black. But maybe blacker than you think. You never know.
Ant-Man was solid. It was solid.
Ant-Man was good. It was solid.
Ant-Man was solid.
I just ain't gonna watch it.
Because of Kang sold that movie. It was a solid movie. And then, of course, the Afro Comedy, our patron saint of the generous. Where can they find you with?
You already know. Afro Comedy 765
Hello,
on
Trinity.
everything. Of course, Overall 99 Media, being an Overall 99 scumbag. I guess we're finna do late night Just a Fan wrestling fresh after Backlash, folks. So
she might be sick, Ruby. So I don't know. I might be doing myself. I gotta see.
You already know.
Otherwise, I'm your boy Monterey Hudson. Everywhere it says Monterey Hudson, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Overall 99 Media, and the Blur Cartel and Broke Ugly Dudes. I'm here. I'm everywhere. We appreciate y'all for joining. Go enjoy your movies, enjoy your wrestling, enjoy your basketball, and enjoy your Cinco de Mayo. We are out. Peace.
Make sure to be hydrated.